Hello guys, well Lee here again. I guess, like seriously, long time no see, right? Before I start talking about the Prime DAC, the Prime DAC and IE Max and our new gears, I want to share with the client on what I've been doing for the most of the past years and some of this year, which is the most important thing I can do for our client, which is planning for the future. Only when I know what is on the market, what is yet there but needed by our clientsmen, only then I can present the gears with top value, while simultaneously place them all in a way that they are doing their job. On top of everything else, I also want them to work well together. Like our, Monk universe, some of our fans have been joking about, oh, instead of making like 4 or 5 very good earbuds, all at $20 to confuse the living hell out of everybody. And trust me, it's a very long and hard process. But it's safe to say that it's all coming along quite nicely. So first, the Prime DAC Copper Edition. Again, the aluminum version has been shipped out for like almost a year, or at least more than half a year, and it's a very well received product by all its buyers. And the Copper Edition has been how I can do more and more for our clientsmen by offering some more and more unique, some have never been done before in our industry, and as shiny and nice as it is, as heavy it is, even after all that we tried, it's just not possible to do the bare copper looking, yet looking very shiny. So I guess we can go back to our classic sun copper-ish looking, but which is again by itself is not really a bad thing. And well, I want to say again, this is the bare copper, bare brass, whatever you call it, but without any coloration. Just this is the hand polishing, then have a colorless paint on it. The last version didn't have the colorless paint and it got scratches, but now this one also have the same issue. On top of that, it has cracks. So yeah, I know you're all dying to know about, this is pretty heavy, I didn't put it here, about the IE Max. As we have been given zero information on details. So before I go into details, I want to say that, the IE Max was a project that I want to really just do justice for its name. I want to talk with our action, how source matters, how synergy matters, provided oversimplification is always what the common audience need from the influencers, especially like methods like graphing, measurement, or telling you all you need is just one dongle from Apple, which Apple even think they need more, so. Only with a bad source, you can finally judge if certain IEM is good enough for this hobby, or it's just tuned for your Apple dongle. And suddenly okay when it's underpowered and suck, but it's all the good good gears. And the IE Max, meaning the best by definition for IEM. I want to do all that I can to provide a good starting point for those mistreated IEMs, to finally for you to realize that how good they are and what they are. But we are always limited by the size and power supply situation. Since we want it to be portable, I had a very smart idea how to proceed with even huge power consumption, how you can still enjoy it, even it's not like gonna be lasting for very long and stuff. After a whole year of trying to realize that idea, which is totally unique and totally crazy, we find out that even with all the spatial optimization like stocking and paneling of the PCB, is going to be bigger than our defined, which is it's gonna be bigger than this. Therefore, we had to face this question, how portable we want it. And we went through all the things on the market that's accepted as portable or very portable. The biggest we find is Cayenne C9 and i5 Diablo. C9 is wider and Diablo is longer, so we cheated a little bit. 100% need the size of C9 to fit all 4 18650 battery, and we kind of need to take the length of Diablo too, so we created a wider Diablo and a longer C9. And of course, better than either and both for our need, which is the IEM market. The focus is still going to be IEM, but we can also make it work with everything else, even at a slight compromise. Our Megatron is the best for planar headphone and IEM at less than $200 US price tag, and it's only 50. This kind of made me less extreme when it comes to product placement. We can design it 100% for IEM, but it can also have a less than 100% state for everything else, like a big size can, even a planar headphone, or it can be good for our earbuds. And doesn't have to be the very best as long as the best for its price tag, even as something that is not, very good at, which is what we call value added. Since we are talking about value added, one of our local fans told me that with proper power supply and proper USB treatment, the Prime DAC is like, already desktop flagship tier DAC. So it's kind of made me think, fuck it. Let me just give you the line out too. Since again, it's by design a slightly better Prime DAC inside already, since it has the better power supply, we did all we could with the USB bus power for the Prime DAC already, but with our own battery module, it can be so much more. Since we are making this purely for serious player and portable audio, the X-Mode is a fitting installment. So nobody can say, oh, the Prime IE Max is good, but it doesn't play DSD. So again, this is something I want to show the world that source matters and synergy matters. And lastly, but probably, it's a good feature for someone like myself, I always have been having this battery anxiety with all my phones. And this is indeed for 18650 cell. So why not turn it into a power bank when it's needed? So I don't have to carry my power bank around town anymore, right? So why not PD charging again? I mean, I can leak some of my OG crazy design which required PD. The PD itself will be huge. Not to even mention fast charging require, a lot of, heat. So with limited space like this, we could be very much facing another Note 7 situation, which, boom. So let's just stick to the good old 5 volt, 2 ampere safety first, right? So I guess you want to see the new stuff, right? So first, before I talk about this, let me go back to something that's already been out and haven't been talked about. Our mount cable has been created to make you to fully benefit from our super nice Megatron. And this is the cable, even single end, it's an SPC one for our Supernova, and is also fitting for the Philips ISP9500. And also, the Megatron is such a nice combo with all the HiFiMan planars, so we created cable for HiFiMan planars and also other, headphone with similar termination. And finally, but not lastly, this is the cable for HD 560S from Sennheiser. It's kind of a new headphone that's pretty popular in and out China for the mid-tier. I think it's a nice fitting combo also. And on top of all this cable we created, we also have the the impedance adapter set. We created 9 of them, or 8 of them to be packaged, and with extra adapter included, it's 9 in a set for only $50. So I guess it's already, if you follow us closely, you already know about it, or probably already bought it. So, I mean, you want to hear about this one. This has been something that a lot of people ask me about. When is the PK, the plastic PK shell good earbuds coming? This is the Zen Slim and Light. It's Zen SL. It's the best, probably the best plastic PK earbud you can find on this planet. This is also tuned exactly after the legendary PK1 to be a better PK1, and I think a lot of people is going to be very excited about this sound. So I guess finally is new stuff that is we are planning. On top of some earphones that can rival the Monk Plus success, we also going to be having our first affordable desktop, head amplifier. It's a pure amp. I think a lot of people who are using good headphones are going to be very excited to get them down the line. So a lot of stuff, right? So I guess that's it for today. Tuning in next time. It won't be next year. It'll be probably very fast. So I'll see you guys again. Bye-bye.